If we are single, I need a roster just in case your fool ass start acting a fool.
I love how it's for everybody else.
That's fact though. It's on you. It ain't my fault you stand because I'm a dog. It's on you. I'm gonna keep doing what you let me do.
No, that is on me.
I gotta leave
That's
you
on me.
Okay, so yeah, people only do what you allow them to do. So they don't have to stay around for you to date other people. But you can also date other people while they sticking around. So shit, do you?
Matter of fact,
while they doing
a woman should expect a nigga roster to be crazy. You know why in these days? You know why?
No.
Women outnumber us at least 7-1 out here on these streets.
But you ain't that
most
nigga.
black women, hold up. Most black women only like black men.
All niggas ain't that nigga to you, but all niggas is that nigga to somebody.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
So while we look at a nigga and be like, ain't no fucking
I just don't believe it. I don't believe that all niggas.
And somebody,
there is somebody for everybody.
Women are tricks too. Men got tricks on the roster.
Oh, you're right.
She gonna go buy some shoes, some clothes, some jewelry.
He's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that we all have or have the possibility to have a food nigga.
I think we do. I got a bitch that's gonna do without nothing.
Hey, women have rosters all the way up to clarification day.
Clarification day.
Elaborate.
Clarification day, man.
Elaborate.
Is that like the day?
The body of the relationship.
No. To the day they put in their mind that they only want to be with you. So that may take 2 days, that may take 3 months. But for niggas, we have a roster all the way up to girlfriend, boyfriend stage. The minute we say, yeah, we can be my girlfriend, that's when we try to lose the roster.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But until then, that train is moving, bitch. That train gonna move.
I feel like you got a roster and a plan B until the day you get married and then some. That's what I feel.
You got a roster when the boyfriend.
No, I'm saying.
Hey, boy, y'all know y'all how to treat it, huh? Listen, turn on up.
You get rid of your roster when you get ready. That's what to do with boyfriend and girlfriend, nothing.
So if you boyfriend and girlfriend with somebody, you not getting rid of your roster right there now?
Huh? You don't have to answer that.
Oh, no. Wait. Quick question. Wait a minute. Quick question. What is it gonna take the women in this room to get rid of their roster? Because they do have one. They do have one.
I can answer that.
Go one by one. I want to hear it.
In order for me to get rid of a roster, I have to have clarity. Like, I have to have clarity from...
Niggas don't like that.
They don't want it. So my thing is, if I tell you what I want, you don't give it to me. I'm like, okay, bet. Strike one. Like, and then it just kind of goes...
So you want a nigga to be a tree?
No.
Oh, let me stop you.
No, not what. No, that's a good question. Not what I want as material things, because I can buy my own shit. But what I'm saying is, I want you to give me like emotional support. Or I want you to go out with me. I want you to kick it with me. I want you to travel with me. If you don't want to do none of that, then somebody else does. And so for me, I'm like, well, why am I just putting all my eggs in one basket when you're not doing anything for me or not all those things for me? Because it's your choice. So once I get clarity that you want to be with me, like for me, then I'll let them go.
Well, I feel like Future said in that last song, Desires, he was like, well, why would I treat you like the main thing if you act like number two? Everybody want to act like number two. Everybody's afraid to be vulnerable and to be honest about what they want. Right. So we all going to just keep playing the same game. Like, well, I'm not going to show you how I feel. I'm not going to tell you my expectations because you're not showing me your expectations. That's really what it comes down to. If someone's not willing to give up anything, then y'all just going to keep playing the same game. That's how I feel.
Before you move it, she
This
wants the
nigga.
softest nigga, the most emotional
No, I
nigga.
don't.
She wants Drake. Drake, my nigga. Okay?
Hey, she want a nigga that's gonna cry to her and tell her exactly how he feeling.
No.
Come on,
Don't read me like that and then not let me respond.
What?
It's not that. It's just like someone that's real enough with themselves. Like, if you can be real with yourself, I don't want to be real with you.
Boom. Smacking thing.
In order for me to drop my roster, you have to check. You gotta check all my boxes. Like, you gotta have all of the things that I need you to have, which is why I understand why men have rosters, because you got a woman that can cook and all that other bullshit. You have to check all my boxes. So you have to have great sex. You gotta be financially stable. You have to pay attention to me. You have to see me for me, nigga. Like, you gotta check all the boxes. And then I'll drop the roster. But until then, you're just a part of it.
When you dropping the roster?
I agree. Yes, women. Yeah.
My roster would drop when they drop themselves. Like, you know what? I can't make them leave if they don't want to leave. You know? Who am I to tell you to go? If you want to stay, don't leave. But know your position while you stay. But I'm not going to tell you to leave. Never tell you to leave.
That's that Virgo.
Professional.
Yeah, you get Virgo.
So I'm listening to this, and as I'm thinking of what I want, I realize that in terms of men being around, or whatever case they may be, all of my hoes serve a purpose to me.
Oh.
And so they do. And so in terms of what they serve to me, I think it's something that all of us need to do as people is realize that no one's going to be perfect. No one's going to ever tick off all the boxes you want. No one's ever going to fulfill you. No one's ever going to like all the same things you like. No one's ever going to be that person for you. So my hoes will always be aligned until I find someone who wants me to be happy. So them knowing that I'm going to be happy, they're going to allow me to keep my hoes that make me happy. They're like my friends now. Even one recently was like, damn, you like my sister. And I'm like, nigga, we've been fucking for the last couple of years. But it's like I believe in no one being perfect for you at any point in time of your life. And if you're going to find love, you need to find that person that wants you to be happy. And if you want me to be happy, you want me to keep all the relationships and things about me that make me happy. And I don't want to change that.
Well, you a monster.
Okay, so men. What does it take to get rid of your roster? We're going to start with O first.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, you get rid of the roster. He said men, and I'm a woman, so.
Similar to what Mel said, you got to check most of my boxes off for me to drop all of my hoes because, again, like Mandii was saying, a lot of the hoes, they serve a purpose. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, some of them may just be good at sex. Some of them just cool to hang around. You dating around until you meet that one person who can do most of that, just by themselves. So, shit.
I don't know why I have to call them hoes. I don't know how to call them hoes.
I'm gonna go because
I would like to call them special friends.
Each one of them serve their purpose.
Whatever.
So,
Okay.
I think men give up their roster when they're ready to settle down themselves. It doesn't matter what a woman does. Any woman on his roster does. If he's not ready himself, he's not gonna settle down. I mean, that's facts. So once a man is financially stable with himself, he's ready to move on. Then he's gonna go and attack the girl that he wants. Not attack, but go after the girl that he wants. But other than that, ain't nothing a woman can do that's gonna change him from getting rid of his roster. Period. If he ain't ready, he ain't gonna do it.
Nothing. Sing the songs.
Smooth. That last part, what my nigga said, that's facts. But for me to get rid of my roster, when I got rid of my roster, the boxes you had to check off, the number one thing that I look at, what the fuck you do for a living. Period.
Wow.
Because that's gonna tell me,
That's all y'all's about.
hey, that's gonna tell me if you match my hustle. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what you do for a living. It's just, for me, it's like, if you working at McDonald's, no. We can never be. You making $30,000, baby. That don't match what my lifestyle is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? When I envisioned what I knew I was gonna be doing, like I knew I was gonna be out the hood. I knew I was gonna do some shit. So I need to know if I die when we have kids, you can handle this shit. You can handle everything I put in front of you. And if you can't, we can never be nothing. I thought I was gonna never have kids. I met my baby at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So once that happened, damn. Once I found out what she did for a living, now do you match me? Do you cook? Do you clean? Will you bring me food when I ask? You know what I'm saying? Like, will you do the little shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, will you take care of a few dates? You know what I'm saying? Like, will you do some things? See if you a rider. Because if you're not secure with yourself to be like, all right, we a team in this shit. Like, that's the problem with women these days. They don't know how to be team. You know what I'm saying? Every woman wants to be independent. And when you think independent, you thinking for yourself. You're not thinking for, I want to be wifed. I want to be wifey material. So with being wife material, you have to be like just unwaveringly with, this is a team thing. And that's what get lost in the black household. Team shit. So
Do y'all live in
hey, don't let them interrupt me. Don't interrupt the God. Let me keep going.
Where's this team shit y'all talking about?
So
How do you go from her doing for you to a team?
because if she doing for me, I'm doing for her too. We're a team.
Okay.
Exactly.
You didn't say that.
See, women, man.
Clarity.
Women.
Let's talk to Kenny.
Man, go to the next person. They messed up
They know what the black household.
What it took for me to get rid of my roster? It's funny.
You ain't never had no roster.
Right. Never, ever in my life, never. The thing is, man, the thing about me that makes a woman stand out is, first off, her ambition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of chicks is just comfortable with just where they at. And they comfortable with being your cow because you that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they just comfortable with being in that spot. But some chicks are ambitious, and some chicks want more than that, and some chicks establish their own platform and their own income and their own, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what separates you, because most men, when we have a roster, we have a chick for every need that we have, and those needs are, most times, we got a chick that cook, we got a chick that got great conversation, we got a chick that got great sex, you feel what I'm saying? And we got a great chick that's just like on go. And what I mean when I say on go, I mean like she with it wherever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can be at the movies, y'all can be at the grocery store, y'all can be wherever, and she down for, reckless sexual behavior, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's those four, but rarely ever do we find one chick that got all of them. And I feel like once we find one chick that got most of them, and then she has the ambition, then we be like, okay, I feel comfortable with getting rid of my roster, because it's all about a man not missing anything. Like, that's a man's biggest fear. Like, when we get in a relationship, our biggest fear is like, okay, if I cuff her, what am I missing? You know what I'm saying? So like, if a man got 10 chicks and I cuff one, is she gonna be able to provide most of my needs or my wants compared to the 9 chicks that serve their purpose? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's about finding a chick that got most of that, and it's about finding a chick that's ambitious. And if we find that, we'll be way more willing to sacrifice those 9 for her. If we don't,
all right, now shut your ass up.
We were at 4.
if we don't find her, she gonna be one of them 9 that's getting in rotation, and that's just what it is.
I'm not that, Mr. Anthony. What are you giving up? What are you giving up to get what you're wanting?
Well, first
Are
off,
you sacrificing anything to get what you want out of one
Why does
woman?
there have to be a sacrifice?
Wait.
You know what I mean?
Elaborate. What's the
What
question?
are you giving up to get what you want out of one woman?
Right. The thing is, about me and about most of my guys here, like, we not gonna request nothing that we not willing to provide. So if I'm getting into a relationship, that means I'm willing to provide all
Did you provide it?
Explain something. Me? Yes, I did. But the thing is that a lot of times when you provide, and compared to what she was doing pre and before the cuff, you not get, like, you doing more than she doing. In most situations.
So we're tic-tacking.
We're not tic-tacking, but it's about, if I'm giving a significant amount more effort than you giving, that's a problem. And that's what happens most times, which is why most niggas cheat. But that's neither here nor there.
No, that's a personal.
You don't think that?
It's not.
Cheat, that's personal.
It's not.
That ain't got nothing to do with nobody.
It's not, because if you run into a
That
chick,
has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with your woman. That has everything to do with you as a man.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree, because if you run into a chick that can keep the pace that she had pre-cuff compared to after the cuff,
Are you keeping the pace? Are you nailing it every step of the way? Are you keeping it every step of the way? Because if you're telling me that you're starting out with a roster of 9, or whatever.
I mean,
If you're starting with a roster of 9, do you understand?
The other 5 came out the woodwork.
The amount of
Whoa,
the amount of
let me
time.
elaborate. Most guys are starting out with a roster of about 4 or 5. But
Okay, cute.
continue.
Regardless, the amount of time it took you to acquire your roster is the same amount of time it's going to take you to eliminate that. No,
it is
Not
not.
necessarily.
Hell no, it ain't.
No.
necessarily.
But so you're saying that you can eliminate a roster within 24 hours?
More than less than that.
If we
Based
see
off of what?
if we see what we need
Based
to
on
We
what?
see the
They
girl
can
that
all
we
go.
want. She doing
That's
that
really-
really, and it's
But for how
time.
long?
if
She
we
could be like, I'm gonna do this for 6 months, just like y'all niggas do to me.
then after the
And
6
then,
months,
as
them
soon
9
as
is coming
I'm
back.
ready, I'ma just act different.
Then
Now
I'm
this
glad
is
you said
tit
that.
for
Once you start acting different, them 9 coming back.
And
That's
that's
honest.
what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm
This
trying
is
to
a toxic
understand.
relationship,
Like,
though.
it doesn't make
But
sense.
is
Like,
it?
you can't.
Because
If
we
you're
didn't-
bringing 9 hoes back because of what she's doing, you might as well just let her go and stay with your 9 hoes.
Thank you.
But-
It does not make sense to me. None of this makes sense.
The thing is that y'all are ducking accountability. Cause
We are
you,
ducking it.
Yes, you are. Because you just said, okay, she stopped doing what she was doing
No,
when
I'm
we was
saying
dating.
that's the
So
scenario
you
that's
going to
come
get
up.
9 chicks. Why are you doing that? No, the why is obvious.
That's facts.
She's not doing what she
Why
was
is
doing.
not
So how's that
obvious?
on
The
us?
why is not obvious. If she's not doing what you want her to do, let her go. Let her go. Why is that hard?
Okay.
love her?
Okay.
Why is that hard? Why is that hard?
You love her?
Why is that hard? Why is that
You gotta
hard?
wrap it
The
up.
camera
That's
rolling?
why it's
The
hard.
camera
Let her
rolling? Why is that hard? Because y'all won't leave. The thing is this.
We won't
right?
leave.
The thing is this.
Oh
right?
my God.
No, wait.
That's a scapegoat.
I am perfectly glad
Didn't
y'all
you
said
say
this
she
shit.
can pack up a week before and just be out?
Women
No,
can't do that.
he
Did you say
said.
that?
He said.
He
he
said
can't.
men.
Women can't
But
do
it's an
that.
option. It's
Women
an
can't
option.
It's an option, but men can do
It's
it.
always an
It's
option
an
for a
option.
woman, but she'll never do it.
But you could go.
You know
The
why?
thing is, no.
But you don't want to go through the
Because
different
that
places.
time
No,
for
it's
women-
not about we don't want to go.
Valuable
It's about you don't
than
let us go.
What's going
And
on
that's the
right
thing.
there?
That's really not the
For
truth.
men, it's not.
It ain't.
Because if she knew the facts, she probably would let you go.
No, she can know the facts
No,
back like the back of her hand
She
and
would
not
know
go.
all the facts and be
don't
like, dang, I don't want to go.
Bingo. I don't want to go.
That's true. I agree with you on that.
So like I said,
I
it's
don't
way
agree.
more
That don't make it
easy.
right.
It's way more easy for us to go
It don't make
than
it
for them to go.
right. It don't make it right.
It ain't right, but that's your fault. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
And wait.
Where's the accountability?
There's
That's
no
what I'm about to say.
accountability.
That's what I'm about to say.
There's
Where's the accountability for
you know,
y'all?
yeah, exactly. You're not taking accountability for your damn self.
You're talking
You
about
want me to
if
take
I would
accountability
leave y'all
for you,
ass niggas.
but I'm
I
not
would
doing
leave.
You're not leaving.
In that situation.
Y'all
not,
say y'all
not in
gonna
reality.
leave. Y'all say y'all
not
gonna
in
leave, but
reality.
y'all
They're great
leave.
dudes. But if that was the case, I would just go.
A man.
And I would expect you to do the same.
But
Respect yourself.
that's not honest because the
not
situation is
honest.
that a lot of times men will sit
The
you
whole
down and be like,
situation
look,
sounds dishonest.
I don't feel how you feel about me, or I feel like you slacking and I want to go. Y'all not just gonna let us go that easy. That's
Yes,
not
yes.
that's
Show
not
me,
honest.
I
show
think
me
your woman
15
would.
niggas
What am I
that ever
doing
said
wrong?
that, period.
Why don't
point
you
blank.
want me?
I want to find out.
That's really not.
What can I do to
They
make
never
this
said
better?
that.
I'm not.
Why don't you love
That's
me?
real.
You ain't got
That's
to.
honest.
You ain't got to beg.
It's
for
cold in Dallas.
What?
It's cold.
We
Don't
hungry.
answer that.
Don't answer.
Don't answer that.
We done?